Hello again, and I'm back, and today I am making some new mobile phone grip holders. So if you wanted to know where I got the mold, it was from AliExpress, and it came with some of the attachments that you put on the back with the 3M adhesive sticker that you can stick to your phone. And what I'm doing first is just add in some clear resin to each of the molds. I didn't quite mix enough to do all 6, and then I'm trying something different. So instead of using loads of different pots to mix the glitter in with the resin and then tip it in, I'm adding the clear resin first, and I'm not filling them right to the top. And then once I've spritzed with isopropyl alcohol and popped the bubbles, I'm going to be tipping the glitters directly onto the clear resin. So each one is going to have a different finish. So here we have some rainbow chunky glitters. And the next one is some more colourful chunky glitters. And I just wanted to see what different look this would give rather than incorporating it and mixing it in with the resin. And then for the final 3, this is a mix I made myself. So it's a multicolour holographic rainbow glitter. I just mixed loads of different colours in one pot and gave it a shake. And then to the next one, I'm adding this gorgeous turquoisey greens. So beautiful. And then finally, from the same collection as the green, and I've had those for a while, so I can't remember where I got them from, but just look at that. It is so gorgeous. And when I used to do my nails, I used to use that one on my nails, and it is so pretty. And I can use these glitters for resin with no problem at all. There's no colour run or anything like that. And then all I'm doing now is just with a cocktail stick, I'm just making sure that those glitters totally cover the surface of the resin and are incorporated. Now with the chunky glitters, they were fine, but with these thinner micro glitters, you can see there I've just got a great big blob. So sadly, in the mould, very carefully without marking the bottom of it with the point of the cocktail stick, I am having to mix that in with the clear resin and spread it around to make sure that it covers the complete surface and there's not like a clear rim, if you know what I mean. So that happened on all of those. As you can see there, look, just a complete blob. So we have to mix that in. So, I mean, with the chunky glitters it worked fine. With the micro glitters, not so much. So at least I know for future reference, if I want to make something with micro glitter, I have to mix it in with a clear resin. But, I mean, it's easy enough for me to be doing what I'm doing now. It's just a bit of a pain, but it also did save me using pots. And apologies for going out of focus there, but that is where I am continually moving my hand, so it will pop in and out of focus. So yeah, and then I'm going to let these dry and cure overnight, and then I will come back to finish them off. So just mixing the final one, I went a bit overboard there and squished it around the outside of the mould. But I mean, it was easy enough, like I said, to mix them in with the glitter, so that wasn't a problem. But as I say, for future reference, I will mix the glitters in with the resin before I pour them. as I say, because it's not that as well, I also had to be careful that I didn't mark the bottom of the mould, because silicone moulds can be very easily marked with like the point of that cocktail stick. So just use a cotton bud just to wipe up that excess, and a bit there. And then I just spritz with some isopropyl alcohol again and go over with my clicky lighter. And then if you see what I'm doing there, I now do this to all of my moulds very carefully. I just flick the mould so it bounces, so any bubbles release themselves from the edge. So now these are totally dry, and all I'm doing now is adding a tiny amount of clear resin again. And this is a new way that I add the back ends to my mobile phone grip holders. I did used to fill the moulds right up and then glue the backs on with some plastic glue, but now I set them in the resin because it dries and gives a stronger grip, for more of a better word. I can't actually think of a better word to use there, but so just make sure I've got enough, like so. And then I don't even spread that around, because I just let that flow into place. You can see me spritzing there. And then I get the... Okay, actually, I did move it around. It's been a while since I made this video, so I wasn't quite sure. So a bit of a blooper there. But normally I don't actually spread the resin around, because once I do that and plop that mould in, it pushes it. Sorry, when I put the backing on, it pushes the resin out to the edges anyway. So I just sit them on like so, and then it's hard to explain, but the actual rim of the bit that's sitting on the colourful glitters now, I make sure that the resin goes over the edge to give it that secure adhesion and fit. And then I just leave them again overnight to dry, and then come back and unmold them. Okay, they're time to take out the molds and have a look at the final product. And just look how sparkly that is. They are so pretty. I can't make up my mind whether I like the look of the micro glitters or the chunky glitters. There is something special about the chunky glitters, although each of those three are extremely pretty. There's just something special about these chunky glitters in clear resin that's just so gorgeous. But I mean, I'm not finished there. They will need a top layer of resin, just to make them sparkle even more, but that's just my personal preference.
Sorry, it's DJ.
Apologies for the dodgy camera angle there, but they have all had their top coat and will be available on my website very soon. Thank you for watching, and until next time.